Hello all, welcome to Memoirs of an Ugly Man. In this episode, I'd like to talk about if it was gonna happen, it would have happened already. So, when you live your life and go through the motion, go through the experiences, um, and accumulate many years worth of knowledge, and when it comes to the world of romance, which hopefully then would lead on to relationships, which hopefully then would lead on to a family. When nothing has materialized, but you have spent much of your time and effort throughout your life going for it, then you kind of get the impression that if it was going to happen, it would have happened already. And it's like I'm at the stage now where it's almost like I have more interest in the philosophy of acceptance in this field, because as I've mentioned in different episodes, you try and the years roll on, and you see other people around you that they're not better than you personality wise. They're not more intelligent than you, they're not better than you in terms of how you are as a person or your character, but for some reason they are astronomically more successful than you. And I believe it comes down to, for the most part, A, how tall are you, and B, what do you look like? And I think these two things are reign supreme when it comes to being selected. If you're unfortunately a below average man, then you're going to be up against it. It's going to be one hell of a mission for you to even get a relationship or romance or start a family. That's going to be something for you as something that's very, very difficult. So, I remember there was a guy, I forget his name, but it was what was his name? I forget, but it was a bodybuilder, and he was standing next to a guy who was in his 50s, and he was very skinny, and he was talking about to this bodybuilder, I'm just gonna like hit the gym and I'm gonna go work for it, and I'm gonna get as big as you. And the guy's like pretty much almost 60 now. I'm not saying it's impossible. Of course, it's not. No, he could definitely do it. But what the bodybuilder said is he took one look at him and he said to him, if it was going to happen, it would have happened already. Now, I don't think that that's like 100% concrete when it comes to, a health and fitness and improving your physique. There's people that have proven that you can do it. But for the most part, if you were going to do it, your 20s and 30s were the place to do it. Not saying that you still can't do it afterwards, but that was your prime opportunity to do it. So, that kind of resonated with me. Not completely. Like I said, it is absolutely possible to improve your physique in your 50s and 60s and 70s and even 80s. But for the most part, it definitely resonated with me. So, you go through the motions, and, it's... I'm going to make another video about dating apps, because it's just you go on them. Some people have success, and by the way, they turn out to be like 6'7", which I don't know what that is in centimeters, but they're giants, and they have a bunch of success. Like, I know some guys at work, and they have a bunch of success. They have so much success, it's insane. But I don't know if they probably do understand, but their height is a massive factor. And I think the way things are now for the average man, for people that are average height and below average looks, it's going to be an uphill struggle. I think the standards of all women, not all, but many of them, they are constantly aiming for, better looking and more handsome, more richer. It's unrealistic. I think it's unrealistic now. And what's happened is you've got effectively legions of men who are, average height, average looks, below average height and looks, who are single, who have been single for years, who don't have any children, and they're effectively marching into just nothing because they're not being given the opportunities by women. So, it's like it gets to a stage, especially when you reach, when you become middle-aged, you start thinking if it was going to happen, it would have happened already. The amount of effort I've put in over the years, dating apps have been atrocious. They've been absolutely pathetic. Not just dating apps, but there's so many things, If you approach women in public, you are considered a creep because you are, let's say, ugly. If you do it when you're good looking, then you're adorable. So I think the game is rigged if you're below average looks and height. The game is rigged for us. And unfortunately, that's the reality. So those dreams of romance and family and those things that so many men for so many generations throughout history have meant something to them and gave them the drive to grow, and it gave them meaning in their lives. For many of us out here in the West, that just doesn't exist. I think dating apps have been a factor to play in corrupting the morality of the world, and giving women unrealistic expectations because they're all pulling for the top tier of guys who are just using them for fun and not taking any relationship seriously. Women's body counts are going through the roof, which if you're a man is appalling to you for the most part. And it's just the whole situation now is just, it's very immoral, and it's very dishonorable. I think it's very dishonorable, and there's nothing honorable for a man or a woman, I would say, to have had bedroom partners that range over the hundreds. Because you're not committing to anyone. You're not for the most part. You're not, your ability to pair bond is diminished, and it's just a lose-lose situation for the masses. Because most of the men are not getting anywhere because of this, and women for that matter too. So, anyway, back to the original point, which is, going out here, trying this. If it was going to happen, it would have happened already. If you manage to get to middle-aged and you're still single, then it feels like if it was going to happen, it would have already happened. Maybe it's time to just accept, embrace something else in life, and just focus your energy somewhere else, because I think women's expectations are so unrealistic for the most part, and they've kind of the whole scene, the dating app scene, the dating website scene, the immorality, the just casual relationships, the casual sexual relationships, multiple partners. This is all eroded the nuclear family, or the family nucleus. The core family tradition, the integrity of the family, all of this has been eroded now. Faithfulness, right, where people have some honor and faithfulness to their partners, that's diminished. It's become too normalized now, the situation, and so I'm only repeating myself now, but so yeah, that's what I think I'll end the video on. If it was going to happen, it would have happened already. those dreams that you have of adventure, of like holidays, romance, enjoying the great things in life. If it was going to happen, it would have happened already. If you're middle-aged and it hasn't happened yet, focus on something else. I think is not a bad way to go. I'm not saying give up entirely, because it's the urge for romance is powerful. So but it's a difficult reality to accept. But that's what it feels like anyway. It feels like the title of the video, which is, without sounding like a broken record, if it was going to happen, it would have happened already. And I think I'll end it there. Have a good day, whoever's listening to this, and I'll catch you all the next time.